Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Expeditions Viking. We are now on our way to Scarborough, both to find our boat, to see where else we can get to on the map, but also we are looking for the absentee, a tax collector who ran away with the gold and did not go to his court hearing. So we've been asked to pick him up. Now, how late is it? Okay, it doesn't look like we're in danger of getting exhausted. Part of me wants to stop at a campsite. We've got an occupied one, and I do have a desire to deal with all of the occupied campsites just because it's an achievement. All the others I just went around checking have been cleared out. Of any that might have been occupied before, there's no other occupied down here. So once we deal with this one, I mean, it's possible there's other campsites we haven't found. Like, it feels like maybe there's some areas that are pretty wide without a campsite. But we aren't tired yet. I wish it was easier to tell how close we were to getting tired. Because I can see our stamina. Does that go down as we move? It must not, because we traveled from a campsite, got a couple of loot, and then made it up. And our stamina hasn't changed. So I don't know. Let's just go down to Scarborough. We'll deal with that campsite eventually, probably. And yeah, we've got plenty of time until the end of our timeline. We are hungry now. Ugh. We're gonna have a fight here, almost certainly. So that's lowering our endurance and sense, which is bad. And I haven't swapped over gear, so we're gonna keep using Ace Leaf. But I think at some point we need to camp and make an axe. I think that's what's gotta happen. Yeah. But we'll use the usual people. I guess an option, though, is I could take the second axe from Gunnar, because I believe your skill only applies to your primary weapon, and the extra damage he gets for the dual wielding cares about whatever weapon in his offhand, the damage value, but it doesn't care what kind of weapon it is. So, if I grabbed a powerful knife, probably from you... 11 to 18. Have we given you a good knife? 5 to 11. And that's a Dane axe, yeah. Which doesn't help us. Anyone else have a knife? I do. Okay, the best knife, not surprisingly, is on Roskva with 11 to 18. Your offhand is 13 to 19, so it is a better weapon. So we would be downgrading damage. We can verify that, though. If I pull that off of you... So right now, you're doing 114 to 129. Yeah, 112 to 128. So it doesn't change anything else. It does, actually. Your critical is higher with the knife. Accuracy, I think, only determines for range attacks, so it doesn't matter. None of those change? No. So you crit better with the knife. It does have a +2 crit chance, so that makes sense. So normally it wouldn't affect it. Just the damage values. But if I gave the knife to you, I could then give the axe to Adis, because this 3 to 8 is quite terrible. Still not a good weapon compared to like his primary. It's an idea until I can take the time to actually make us a new axe. Anyway, let's find this absentee. who is apparently hiding out on the shore. I wonder if people in town have anything to say. It's been a while. I think you were a blacksmith. Yeah, so you're probably just doing trade. I'm just thinking that we've helped out a ton of people and have a much better reputation with Northumbria. I finished for the day, but the forge is still hot and my arm is still strong. Want me to patch up your weapons or make something new? Probably not. But we can see. Okay, yeah, he's a level 3 crafter, so our crafter is even better, but theoretically we could have him make something for us if we didn't want to use the camp time for it. So if I said, make me an awesome, super damaging axe, that also has great armor piercing, and we just ignore the crit multiplier, which probably is a reasonable thing for characters that don't have a high crit chance. Then it would cost 20 salvage, which I have plenty of, and 2200... why are you calling that salvage? That's definitely valuables. But a 31 to 38 damage axe. Probably would want something with more armor piercing. Or, armor piercing. But we can do that with our own people. So, not for now, thank you. Next time we camp, maybe I will look into making something. Right, and our crew is here, and our boat is here, as we knew. I still wish I could move forward with my meleeers instead. There's something to be said for having your main character be a meleeer just because we are forced to lead every fight. The man closely matching Sigka's description of the absentee tax collector stands on the pier surrounded by warriors clad in Mercia's colors. They've come for me! Help! The Mercians look at you, then they turn to their leader. The leader sighs heavily, then he nods and draws his sword. So they don't want to be here. They've just been paid to guard him. And we can't even talk about it. Alright, you guys have a bunch of shields. Level 6 defenders, level 6 leader. Okay. They're all level 6s besides the guy we're after, who's a civilian. Level 2. Once again, they get the first turn. And this isn't cover. Well, that doesn't seem entirely fair. And neither is this from this direction? No, it is. I think. Yeah, because we can't stand in that square. Okay, so technically that's cover, but not great. I guess they really only have one archer, though. So yeah, let's just do the usual of pull back and turtle up a bit for the turn. Roskva does not look like herself now that she's in that armor. Awesome. Kettle, you can step back as well. Hopefully you don't just start off with lighting one of us on fire, but that's why I have the fire arrows, or why I have the water, why I have fire arrows. We'll move you over there. Something like that. So now they've got to run to us. Or not. It's going to force us to run to them. That's not great. And they do start with a fire arrow. Lighting Nefia on fire this time. Ready's activated on a couple of you. You've got steady, which I think is just boosting your physical defense. You've got ready as well. Steady. You're protected by you. And you're steady and protected. Okay. Well, first of all, let's put out the fire. Again. It's apparently going to be a common thing that we're dealing with. So yeah, they had the same idea of us of staying outside of our attack range. Huh. What's your guys' movement looking like? 5, 3, 4, 3. You've got the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can get to here. So we could actually move our melee line up just a tiny bit and still be safe. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we stood here, I'm going to hold off on moving Nefya so that we can move Roskva over to heal her.
I'll help! Thanks for the help.
Then Nefya can move up. So I can still do a decent shot. Same with Kettle. Not enough for the kill, I don't think. Let's move up behind them. Yeah, I just don't want to deal with their shields. So probably I am going to focus on you. Kettle, you target them as well. Unlikely to be a kill. Yeah. Now, you've got a couple of shouts you could do. Let's have you go with DR. Always a favorite. You could protect everyone besides Roskva. Nefya, do you have anything? No. Just no. She can just attack. We'll move Roskva forward as well. Why not? And then I think end the turn there. Yeah, they're just pulling back like, I don't actually want to move into that. Alright, that wasn't ideal. Let's see. So Kettle took a little damage, and Roskva took a lot of damage. Alright, I might want to heal Roskva now. As disappointing as that is.
Thanks!
Now, can we actually get to any of them? I mean, technically, we can get to 2 of their guys. You could pull their shield out of the way. And then Nefya could probably get to a position to attack. Only one of you can get over there. No, actually. Gunnar could stand there to pull your shield out of the way. Yeah. First of all, we'll have Kettle finish off you. So I don't think there's much point in having him attack anyone else. Then we send Gunnar to here. Right, you're ready. I had totally forgotten. Shield hook. Then Nefya, you go here. Do I... I don't think that cover often gets in the way of her spear. I'm going to hope that she doesn't hit you with her spear. Because if I stood there, then I don't think... Actually, maybe from here she can attack. I'm still worried that if I sent Aesleaf forward to there, which would be the ideal, the nephew would attack him. So I'm trying to figure out ways to avoid that. Let's try sending you here first. Can you attack? Yes. Then we charge forward with Aesleaf. Again, I should have done Roskva with Thor's favor. Should have done it. I wonder if I can get her to get a decent result with Scattershot. Historically, I haven't had a lot of luck with that. I feel like distance-wise, it's only hitting the one guy. But again, it's really hard to tell. This user interface is pretty terrible. So maybe it is better to use something else. Could demoralize their archer. I think we already have the damage reduction. We do. Maybe I'll go for Tyr's favor, or Baldur's favor, just to stop stunning. They've got a bunch of meleeers, and it wouldn't surprise me if that's their goal. Or that could be their goal. Gonna move into some cover. We'll move Kettle forward. I'm assuming they can't get to here. What's your movement? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can't get to us. So we're good. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's all good. Ooh.
I'll make you pay for that.
Yikes. Okay, that was a heavy blow. Yeah, you're just running and hiding. I could just shoot you, but I kind of want to get back to Roskva and heal her. Although, if we can take out their archer, we don't need to worry that much about her getting hit again. Alright, Roskva, before I forget, I'm going to have you do Thor's favor. Boost our melee damage. You could do a decent job on their ranged character. It's a good amount of damage. Potentially a crit, if you're lucky. Not a crit. I would have to get, like, somewhere else to be able to take that shot. Actually, maybe right here. Might give me a similar angle. Yeah. Please don't miss. Oh, I did not need that. Okay. Roskva might go down here. Actually, I might be protecting her if I'm too much in the way for him to get the shot. Not exactly ideal to just use my body as a shield, but it is what it is. Alright, you could finish him off. Ah, no, the shield's going to be in the way. I could actually have her... If you were out of the way. If I could stand her there and then attack through, then we could finally test to see if that's how that works. You're both anticipating, so she'd get attacked. What is anticipating versus ready? Because you have ready. And I've seen them get ready on their sheet. Anticipating something different. It might just be like a superior form of ready. I don't know. Kind of want you dead. But I also kind of want the rest of you dead. Let's see. Because I could move Aceleaf and Gunnar to focus on you, and then have Nefia stand there and get the attack on both, assuming it works the way I'm hoping it does. But it might just bounce off both their shields. But I think that's probably the best call. Perhaps I should have had you charge. Because I can't charge you to there. But you're flanked now. You have huge damage reduction. 77%. Yeah, that's still not quite a kill. Oh, I stand corrected. If I told you to charge... Oh, right, we don't want charge because I need to attack through. Oh, let's use that so I can actually see all their symbols and who's doing what. Let's move you there. Alright, so he's got anticipating. Ready would have allowed them to attack as soon as we got within range. I don't know what anticipating does for you. But attack him, please. There we go. So it did do what I thought this time. So if she just does a basic attack at an enemy 2 squares away, if there's someone in between, she hits them. Alright, Roskva, get to some cover, please. I think I might move one of us forward into cover as well. And Kettle, you're probably fine where you are. I guess technically they could... That one could maybe run over here to Roskva if they've got enough movement. They do not. You do. Are you taking it? I think it's fine. If they really want Roskva dead, they can make it happen. But I don't think so. Okay, you're healing their archer. That's... You cured harried. Wow, that is certainly a choice. And then you brace your shield. Some of your guys' actions, taking the attack of opportunity and then moving so that you've got to re-brace your shield, it just seems weird. So you could do Tyr's favor because I think that's run out. Yeah, we're still centered and we're still favored by Thor. Let's see. Don't like how injured you are. could move Roskva forward and do a similar attack again. I'm wondering if the attack through bypasses shields. That's just speculation, but it'd be cool if that's the case. So far, she's not hit shields on either of them. And this one at least has an 85% block chance, and in both attacks, he didn't block. So I don't know. You've got plenty of movement. Thinking I'll have you take out their archer, who's not arching at the moment, has a spear. They're probably gonna block. You could pull his shield out of the way. And then either of my archers could take him down. Yeah. Shield hook is so powerful. Because some of those shields just have really high block chance and way too much absorption. And just negating that at the cost of a turn feels real good. Might actually have you go for a quick shot. 83, 73. Not the best odds, but not bad. Perfect. Now you have a shield, which is less good. I'm going to... Nephew can get over to you. I was thinking I could heal one of you, but it might be more interesting for me to inspire Nephew to get another attack. She also has the bloodthirsty bonus, so she's going to do more damage. So let's give you a charge. Can I move any of you into a flank? No. Okay. Still, if you get through his 50% block, he's dead. And you did. Well done, none of us went down. Once again, I used a water skin. We'll need to make more. I guess I still have a few. I've got one more after this. But if all the archers are going to start leading with lighting on fire, I mean, maybe that means that that's a tactic I should be doing more. If all the enemies think it's good. Granted, the enemies think moving out of a opportunity attack position to take a hit just so you can then brace your shield is a smart call. So... Alright, well that helmet is terrible, so we'll just break that down. I think the cloth armor... we do have some people that don't have any armor. And this knife is also terrible. Okay. With that, let's head over to our boat and see how this works, because we haven't tried setting sail again since we landed. Okay. So we can just sail to Eofawick, which takes 14 hours. I don't know how long walking would have taken. We can't land at Perth. As expected, we haven't gotten approval. And then we could go back to Skjern for Nefja. Part of me wants to see what's going on with Orkanyar before we just keep progressing up this storyline. Norse settlement on the Stark Islands between Britain and Norway. Yeah. Let's head back to Skjern. It's a little bit out of the way, but I think it's fine. We're going to waste 2 days. We are 3 days from upgrading our homestead. Waves are calm, and the Drekki is making slow progress. Suddenly, Aceleaf yelps, "I got one!" Are you fishing? Aceleaf has been trailing a line lazily off the stern. Now he's braced against the strikes with both feet, fighting some enormous sea creature. I'm not letting you escape, you big bastard. Aceleaf fights the fish for a long time, drawing cheers and encouragement from everyone. Fortunately, the fish is no match for Aceleaf's endurance, and eventually he hauls it up into the ship. Everyone cheers, and Morkant quickly gets to work filleting and preserving the catch. 10 rations. Not even just meat. Actual cured rations, somehow. I'm assuming this won't take long. We're reaching the endish of the episode time, but let's see if we can prove to Nefja that her sister is fine. And see if anything else is going on around town. Or maybe I should save that for next time, because there might be stuff going on around town, because we have upgraded it quite a bit. Yeah. Actually, I think we'll end the episode here. Next time we'll wander about and see if anything new is going on in Skjern, since we've been gone for so long. So thank y'all for watching, and I will see you guys then. Bye.